Hello and welcome to ttrpg. I am Vyacheslav and today I show you my Minimalist Dungeon Master kit. It will be a video from two parts, and first one I'd show you a version of past, like 2 years ago. I have only some parts of it, but still show you. It was Minimalist 2. And when I show you my last, modern time version, it's even smaller, can be put not only in backpack but even in small bag. Actually, reason for made minimalist tools, it's simple, because in modern role-playing community, a lot of people have big chairs with a lot of miniatures, big tables with digital setups and stuff like this. You can find a lot of interesting stuff to make your game more beautiful, and it's fine. But as I read in one of old rule books, for game you need the rule book, pencil, paper, dice, and imagination. Not the world about miniatures even. And in the modern games, many players even just don't understand how to play without minis, like what, how we will fight. And it's of course possible, but let's start from my past version. Actually not past, but let's start from most important instruments. Yeah, first one, for me, it's a tablet. Yeah, it must be any tablet, not only iPad. Of course, you can use different devices. Many people use just a laptop, it's fine too, but for me it's more comfort to use stuff like this. You can put it onto a table by different cases, like maybe even compact Dungeon Master screen. It can have a lot of books in PDF. Actually, I have most of my books in PDF only, and even books that I have in material versions, I have a PDF versions too, to take it with myself, not as a big book in a backpack, but just as a tablet. It's fine. Most helpful applications I think here is music, to run some background music for adventure. You can run music and read books at the same time. Any Dungeon Master screen information, you can also use it here. And application like notes, digital notes for your campaign, and different boards. Yeah, like Freeform here on Apple device, and there's a lot of other forms. They help you create a beautiful board with content for your adventure, with a hex map or just big local map. I'll show you now my version from Mockboy. And it's pretty fine. Sometimes it's not so comfort when you use it to switch between the books or books and files, but mostly it's fine. I use it and have a fun and good experience. Second important thing, it's a notepad. Simple, small, different size for many people, but I like this small Moleskine, and a lot of developers that create these small pads. I use it mostly for fast notes, so in the game or in the even daily life. Yeah, I use one pad for all stuff, but I made some notes about adventure, about character names, some stats, calculate the life points here. When at the end of the day or at the end of some period, I just move my notes to digital notes and forget about it and go to the second one. I don't use it like data of notes, it's just a pad for fast notes. It's mostly really comfort to use pen and paper to make notes, as I think. It's two instruments that I use in my modern tools too. And now let's go to part that I used only in the past. It's this big folder with a Dungeon Master screen and map. It's actually it's a fine item. It have some pockets for monster or stats or item cards if you use it, and also have sections for this screen. Really big actually. And one moment, and some paper map like this one. And to be honest, now after 2 weeks, I'm not a big fan of all these screens features, because in case of this one, maybe it's just not so good format, but when you use a short table, it's fine. Yeah, you sit watching to your table, your players. Sometimes it's still not so comfort to change miniatures positions, but that's work well mostly. But if you use a regular table, it's begin slightly wrong. You can see it. And of course it's a lot of different formats of screen. One screen stay not in vertical position but in horizontal and more comfort, but anyway, right now for me it looks like some instrument of separation between master and players, and right now in this period I think it's not so good idea. I prefer to be on the, you know, same rules with players, but might be because nowadays I prefer to run the sandboxes, not the scripted adventures, I'm not sure. And at the same time, if you use a tablet as a source of your books and rules recommendations, you even don't need all this information that you can find on master screen. At least in my case, for me it's more comfort to check this information on tablet, so I need screen only to hide miniatures if I have them, or hide roles, but again I don't like the idea of hiding roles. You can do some different hacks, like in case of stealth, you can roll stealth only when character must be detected, not before the start of stealth. Yeah, it's work fine too. Second thing that I used in the past, it was a box. Even I must tell you true, it's lunchbox. It was lunchbox, little lunchbox for pawns and dices. I separated for 5 sections by hard paper. In the first one I saved the dices, in the last one the bottoms of pawns, and in the middle 3 sections pawns for characters, NPCs or monsters. And it was fine because pawns more compact and more detailed miniatures, but at the same time I think that miniatures slightly become like not so comfort to play devices, because when I started the campaign, it was a D&D 5th edition campaign, I used pawns and thinking about NPCs to make them look similar like artworks and pawn, yeah, to not confuse players. But when we go through the campaign, it becomes impossible to repeat once again and again against same NPCs. And I still return to the point when I use my tablet for one more function to show the images of dungeons or characters, and you know, it's slightly confusing again when you show the character and say this pawn, it's this character, but not looks like image of the pawn, but like this one, and it's slightly not so cool, I think. And after time I move out from pawns. I even have not them, I just show you the pictures from internet, you can see. Reason for this, it's like I made my kit like really minimalistic, really compact to take it myself in travels. Yeah, I'm living in immigration, so I'm not so big chair for stuff like books and miniatures. Okay, let's finish with this and go to my modern kit. So it's here you can see the tablet, notepad and pencil, important parts. And now let me show you my modern minimalistic Dungeon Master kit. First important point is this bag with dices. This one my wife created for me with these beautiful flowers. Before I used other one, this from store, the Body Shop. It's a cosmetic store, I'm not sure it's exists in your country, but actually this bag is for some salt for the bus. And actually it's a really cool bag for dices. Just a gift for some cosmetic, it's fine. But of course this one is better because my wife created it. And inside I have a lot of my new important stuff. Ooh. Let's put it into 3. It's a 3 sets of dice, and actually they're slightly different. Let's separate them. This one, it's a old good dice for D&D. Set have 2d20, it's fine, because you can get one to you and one to players. 3d6 to create characters by old style way, and even 2 sets of percentage dice, one's for you and one for thief in your party, if you play original D&D. And some dice for damage that you can save by you if you play really old school styled game in much more zero D&D rules. If I'm not wrong, I'm pretty sure I'm not wrong, every player character deals d6 of points of damage. Great sword, knife, not important, d6 points of damage, so you can give 2 dice to your players and biggest part for you. It's fine, fine big set. Second set is just basic 7 dice from Pathfinder set. New days I don't play Pathfinder, but still like the game, it's fine, changing for rules. And the last one is a set for the One Ring. game that I really love. It's separated dices for separated game. Maybe it's not so comfort for many people, but you can use d6 as simple d6 if you want. It have a 1 to 6 with but simple. d20, oh d12, sorry, can be used, and it's, yeah, with Gandalf and Sauron symbol specific dices. So yeah, I play the one thing, so I have this set. Anyway. And also, in this back, I have a lot of wooden meeples. It's not normal, regular Carcassonne meeples. It's just meeples from Chinese store. Here I have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 miniatures of different colors for player characters. Of course, best party in my opinion is 4 players, but anyway, you can do up to 6 and 5, 6, 6 and 6 means of different colors. So if your player characters go to fight against skeletons and goblins, you can show them skeletons and goblins. And if they have the leader, it can be black. And it will be comfort for players to understand where's who and use imagination to understand that it's a goblin and it's a skeleton. Yeah, can be fine. And last thing, I have not in my package. It's a... Actually, I don't use it right now in games. It's this one. It's a specific handmade, not by a developer of the game, list for battles in One Ring. One Ring is slightly specific games. They have slightly separated way of battle, and this sheet help you to just use One Ring battle. Yeah, you can put your characters here, and just I think it's characters part and monsters here. Some of them is a fight with some characters, some of them is archers or mages. Yeah. Finest part of this circle is that it have separated zones. In One Ring it's work basically, but you can use it for other stuff. Like you can put your archer here for distant fight. No, it's not player character, sorry. Combatants here to fight with goblins, and guy who go to charge here in a red zone and fight with different bonus. And of course, monster archer can be here. So it's show you the list like an old school computer RPGs when you have wall-to-wall battles, but with different zones. It will be more interesting because you know some players tell that with battle map combat is more tactic. You can use some decisions, not only bonk every round, especially when you're fighter. Here you can use decisions too. Here you can use some decisions, but not bind it to this map with lines and squares. Yeah, it's still have some feel for tactic. Actually, for using in different games, not One Ring, to not confuse players, you need to slightly change this stuff. And I'm pretty sure that I can find something on the internet. And also, I think it's a good idea to print it like maybe mouse map. Yeah, you can make some hard stuff on typography and use it for future. So actually it's all the map, this stuff, and little bag with minis and dices. And oh, of course you also need pencils and stuff like this, but I don't use them. I use just pen. Thank you for watching this video up to the end. If you like it, please support me by leaving a comment, press the like button, or even subscribe to my channel. Thank you again, have a nice day and have nice games. Bye!